are you doing? It's not a hard concept, people of New York City. Walking is not a hard concept at all. If it's clear, you go. If it's not, you don't go. You know? What is up, 360 fam? Welcome to another episode of JB360. Welcome to New York City. If you've never been to the city during rush hour, this is what it looks like. Complete pandemonium. Look at this guy. Just looking for a bite to eat. So I haven't done one of these New York City work commute rides in quite a while, actually. I've just been so busy, and sometimes it's not really that interesting, I guess, because I'm so used to the pandemonium that is New York City traffic. But yeah, glad you guys are here with me, joining me on this little adventure. In this video, I figured I'd kind of go over basically sort of like some do's and don'ts once you get your if you decide to go with the upgrade kit for either the 3000 watt or the 5000 watt, and just kind of give you my experience and things that I learned like throughout the process, and share that information with you guys. So hopefully you guys find it useful. So first off, before I start, I kind of want to go over sort of the main question is who is this kit for, and should you upgrade your motor to a 3000 or a 5000 watt kit? And the answer is kind of it could be a little bit complicated. I mean, for one, the question you should ask yourself is, are you satisfied with the speed of your e-bike and what you use it for? So what I mean in terms of what you use it for, you know, work commuting, leisurely activities on the weekends. If you feel as though you kind of just find yourself using your e-bike, you know, just for like kind of like outdoorsy stuff, you know, with the family, and, you know, just kind of like chilling here and there, you know, I would say maybe the kit is not ideal. I mean, for the amount of money you're putting in, you know, you're totally pretty much redoing the bike. Just honestly, just keeping the frame and then probably the brakes if you want to. So the kit costs about I would say close to $1,000. That's without the battery. I would say the battery is probably the most expensive part. I remember the one that I got, the full frame, was about $2,200. You know, you could say it's probably the cost of another X-Class. But I mean, if you're looking for something, I would say for like work commuting where you don't have a lot of bike lanes and you're kind of just like, you know, stuck with the cars, and you are struggling to kind of like keep up with a lot of the cars on the road, I would say the the kit would definitely be a good choice. With the upgrade, you are getting more, you know, handling more speed. Oh man, this is so dicey. You know, the kit, even the 3,000 watt kit does a great job of handling, you know, just like I would say local urban streets that go, you know, 40 miles an hour and up. You know, obviously you're not going to be using this bike to go on a highway or anything like that, but if you do approach sections where, you know, there are no bike lanes and you know, kind of have to go through this stretch of road where cars go fast, you know, a 3,000 or 5,000 watt motor will definitely help with, you know, pacing yourself with the cars. Yikes, man. New York City drivers just don't care to. It's almost like the wild, wild west out here. Not gonna lie. Just gonna go around you, buddy. Thank you. For those that are curious about, you know, upgrading their motor kit, one of the things I would mention is there is a little bit of DIY work involved. I mean, the Sabvoton controller and a lot of the wiring that comes with it is pretty much plug and play. But in terms of you know, mounting the torque arms on the dropout, I would say, take care. I would say, you know, that's probably the hardest part of the kit in general, is mounting those torque arms, because you do have to drill straight into the frame. I would say that was probably the most tedious part, just kind of like getting it exact. And besides that, I would probably say depending on what tires you have too, like if you're putting on the dual sport tires, like the ones that I have, like the motorcycle tires, those are a headache to put in. I do recommend using soapy water, or even at some point even wait. I would definitely recommend even heating up your tires, or like letting your tires kind of like warm up in the sun, just to kind of like increase that elasticity. You know, this is bad traffic too, because this is like a couple days before Thanksgiving, so a lot of people are leaving the city or trying to get home early. Okay, so tip number 2, after you do install your kit, probably one of the most important things to do in terms of aftercare is tightening those rear nut bolts. And I say that because, you know, there have definitely been instances where, you know, people have, you know, continued to ride their, you know, their high-powered bike, and over time those nuts get loose because of the amount of torque the motor goes through. You know, obviously with a lot of the stress from the motor and the dropouts, you know, will get loose bolts from time to time. So I do recommend definitely tightening it. Probably I would say once a week, or maybe at least before a group ride. Also, if you do have a friend with you while you are tightening the bolts, it kind of helps if you have your friend kind of like sit on the seat while you're tightening the bolts, so your bike isn't moving forward as you're, you know, as you're tightening it.
How fast?
70. Yeah, man. Thanks, man. Okay, so tip number 3 I would definitely say if you do end up upgrading, definitely upgrade your rotors, your brakes, your rotors and your brakes, mainly because of the amount of stopping power you will need for this bike. It helps to have I would say either a dual piston, yeah, I would say a good dual piston brake, and upgrading those rotors to 203. I noticed when I had the 3000 watt kit and I kept my my regular brake setup with the 180 mil rotors, pretty much grab on the brakes, on the levers, and it would skid. You would feel it, even like a last minute skid. Like it was really sketchy. You know, I think I test rode it once and that happened, and I was like, never again. That's something that you know, me upgrading for the first time, I learned real quickly that is probably one of the most crucial parts in terms of safety for your bike. There are cops everywhere. Oh, that was a bad one. That was a bad bump. This is crazy. This is Staten Island Ferry, by the way. Boat just docked, and they do allow e-bikes on the boat. You do have to have pedals, and yeah, I think they do actually allow e-boards and EUCs, stuff like that on, but they have a special area for that.
Just made it.
I know. I just saw them load out, and I was like, oh no.
All right, you're all
All
set.
right, appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good Thanksgiving, guys.
Have a good one.
Take care. Thank you. Yeah, for the majority of the time, the Staten Island Ferry staff is pretty nice. You know, they. I definitely feel more secure than in the subway because they do have, like, you know, staff on the boat, and also sometimes they have cops on the boat as well. So if anybody acts up, they can just kind of like toss them in the river. Just kidding. All right. This bike is too big for the rack. I just leave it in the corner so it doesn't bother anybody.
20 minutes later.
¿Quieres visitar la iglesia?
¿Ah?
¿Quieres visitar la iglesia ese domingo?
Yo no sé.
Okay. Me gusta su bicicleta.
Ah, gracias. That guy talking Spanish to me? I guarantee you that's for a project. That's for a foreign language project where they have to speak the language that they're in the class for. That was interesting. Also, lastly, another tip I can give is definitely give yourself, like, you know, a week to get used to the speed of the bike, because I remember coming from a 52 volt Aero Rider X class, the power differential was obviously there. So getting used to the torque, especially from a dead stop, and, you know, kind of you know, working my way to speeds like 50 plus miles an hour, It's definitely you know, it requires getting used to, for sure. And definitely look up a lot of YouTube videos on, you know, like riding motorcycles, especially like leaning and turns and stuff like that. Definitely helps, you know, with maneuvering the bike, because obviously this is not like a regular bicycle where you're just kind of like, you know, throwing around the handlebar here and there. You definitely have to lean with the bike. So yeah, those are kind of I guess some tips and pointers I can give for anybody that's interested in upgrading. I know it's definitely not a cheap expense, but I mean, if you're willing to, you know, spend on something that you're going to be definitely using a lot, you know, whether it be for work, you know, whether it be for just riding in general, and you want to go fast, keeping up with cars, this is definitely the it would definitely be the ideal choice for sure. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the vlog today. Hopefully this information was useful for you, just kind of giving my experience with the kit and, you know, kind of things to expect. You know, if any of you guys are curious as to where to purchase it and where to get your battery for the kit, be sure to visit e-streetbikes.store. My good friend Sal is the main guy, the head honcho, pretty much my boss. If you're curious about the kit, I would say definitely call Sal. He's more prone to answering his phone than he is to text. So yeah, give him a call, give him a shout out. I think he's even available on Facebook. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions below. I try to answer them to the best of my abilities. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace, y'all.